This is one of the weirdest approaches to chipping. I'm going to ask you to duff your chip shots. Now, I thought exactly what you're thinking right now, but after doing this drill, I was mesmerized. Now, so many of you have been asking me, Alex, how do I improve my chipping? So that's exactly why we created this video, because we're powered by you, the viewers, and if you want your question answered, just simply subscribe and pop your request down below in the comments. Now, coming up in today's video is, this technique works with all your clubs. So it's not just saying, do it with your 50 as I am here, do it with any. Well, if we did that, we would miss the coin. Oh, play that delightful. Look at the spin. Look at this now from player cam. My toe of my club is at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna open it slightly, but the speed was that good, it was that clean, I managed to get the spin. Stages to this video. There's what is the hand movement, also the coin drill, which you saw in the thumbnail, and finally the control zone. Now, as we go through each stage, I want you to think, how does my game compare to this? Because that's how you're going to improve. Now, first thing I want you to do is come over to the bunker with me. Now, to get the right hand movement, I want you to orientate it around the correct club face. So I don't want your face to be square ever. I want your face to be slightly open. Look at this now from player cam. My toe of my club is at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna open it slightly, and that is when I want to put my hands on the club. Now, look at this, right? Because look at the divot I make there compared to when I have it square. The club digs a lot more. Now, I made the same motion there, but because the club is different, that's why it reacted different, and that's where you're going wrong to start with. So take that knowledge of now your club is going to glide and give me a cha. Now, what I mean by that is, look at this. The hand motion is really easy to explain when you put one hand on the club, and then sort of just hold your right elbow like that, okay? That's what I want you to hold it like. Now, it's really understandable when we're really struggling with our chipping not to give it some speed because we're scared of the ball flying all over the place. But what I want you to do is make this noise. Now, I'm going to be quiet now, listen to this noise and think, do I make that? Cha. Now, I let the club hit the ground, but it glided across the ground. I want you to bring in some confidence and some speed, and even just try hitting one away for me like this, trying to get the cha, because that's going to bring back, I mean, look at that, that's one-handed. That's not bad at all. That's going to bring back speed into your shot, and that allows you to create some spin. So really, just look at my hand motion here. I was back, I was through, allowed the cha to make the noise. It's crazy the spin you create because now you're letting the club hit that ground. Let me just quickly show you where these two finished, and that's with one hand, right? How close could we get it with two? This technique works with all your clubs, so it's not just saying do it with your 50 as I am here, do it with any. Now, this is that weird bit, the coin drill, where we're going to learn to duff it. And look at this, Palmares. I played there this summer, it was so good. Right. Okay, so what I always think about here is because we've now got the club to glide, we want to understand that we want to sort of pick up the coin and then the ball. So that's really going to encourage, have a look at this really low down on this close-up, that's really going to encourage us to feel as though we've got a shallow angle of attack with a lot of loft, collecting the coin and then the ball. Add speed into that mix. That is a real recipe for spin. Now, it might sound strange, but what a lot of us do is we move the ball back, hands forward. Remember, compare this to you. That's where we get that sort of stabby action. Well, if we did that, we would miss the coin, and we don't want to do that. We want to have the idea, again, look at this close-up. I can't reiterate this enough. Add speed into this mix with a shallow angle of attack, collecting the coin and the ball with loft on the club. That is how we use the bounce to glide across the ground, catch the ground, and then the ball just like this. It is a great recipe. Have a look at my action here. I address just behind the coin. I'm gonna hit this one away. Watch how this flies. Here we go. I'm gonna try and get the coin, then the ball, the strike. I don't even feel the ball want to do this. Oh, That was absolute beauty. Got the ball and the coin together. It's about that shallow angle of attack with speed. You're getting used to that bounce, gliding. Sensation is odd, but it really does work. Have a look at that. Pretty happy with that. Really happy with that. Let's move on to stage 3. This is stage 3, the control zone. Now I'm going to show you 3 different scenarios. Fairway, semi-rough, thick rough. Now for 1 minute, I'm not saying we don't want that hands forward shot. Sometimes we do. But what I want you to think about is these technical points. So my shaft angle and my hands are just on the front edge of the ball. The idea is when we get the coin, we unhinge a little bit more this way. We keep loft on the club. Loft with a shallow angle attack and speed, that's how we're going to create a lot of spin. That whole idea of this, not this. Okay, look at this scenario here. I'm going to play all these with my 50 degree. You'll be surprised how high the last one goes. Watch this one. So again, when I'm looking down at the ball here, I'm concentrating on just a speck of grass before the ball to get that action, that spin. Look at that shot there. That checked on the second bounce. Okay, now watch this one as well. Ball 2. I'm thinking of that. Cha. Cha. So that reminds me to get the speed in the shot. Oh, played that delightful. I told you this works. Look at the spin, look at the stop. That is gimme, absolute gimme. And the final one, right? I told you this ball would go high, and you don't even need to make it try and go high. Just with this technique, adding more speed gives us that height. So watch, right? I've got the same technique. It's gonna pop and it will just roll down. Okay, here we go. Pop and roll. Did not expect it to get the spin like that. I really thought I didn't get that great, but that's genuinely surprised me. Look how good all 3 of those were. I thought it was gonna roll, but the contact was that good, the speed was that good, it was that clean, I managed to get the spin. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn the bell, because I want you to play your best golf ever.